Nigel, what a way to end the season. A brilliant 3-0 victory here.
Yeah, similar to recent performances, I thought, and similar in the way that it should have been more. I thought we started the game really well, and the only time we took our foot off the pedal about 10 minutes before half time. They hit the bar and had a couple of situations, and then we didn't think we started the second half very well. Then we got back into our stride again, and really we should have scored more goals again today. That's the next stage. We keep saying it, but that's the next stage. When you're playing as well as that, we deserve to score more goals.
How many should it have been today?
I thought 4 or 5. You know, when you have 5 on 2 at the end, then you're entitled to score. Jason Law's forced a save from the goalkeeper, but we should score that. Ty's hit the inside of the post with a free kick, and Reedy's nearly put the rebound in. But numerous situations again, especially in the first half.
Stephen McLaughlin got you going with that sweetly struck strike from the outside of the penalty area, heeding your cry a couple of minutes before to get forward.
Yeah, well, that's the way we keep saying we want to play. We want to attack, we want to go forward, be positive, and the fullbacks have a licence to do that. And they were both fullbacks very good today. And when you have the ability that Stephen's got, use it. And when you get 20, 25 yards out, you should be shooting.
And it was a brilliant run by George Lapsley for the second goal. A long bursting run from the halfway line, showed real pace.
And the fact that he kept going right to the byline, and then when you pull it back and it's a tap in for somebody, it's a proper team goal that, from a proper team player. He scores a lot of goals himself, but it's as important for us when he makes them like that.
And what a fine free kick by Stephen McLaughlin. Almost a hat-trick from a similar position 6 minutes later.
Yeah, and the goalkeeper made a great save. We brought him off because we were going to bring Laps off actually, and then he was sort of said he felt he was feeling a couple of things and that. I don't think you'd have dragged many of us off if we were on a hat-trick, even from left back.
You end the season so strongly, Nigel. 4 wins out of 5. Why do you think you've ended it so impressively?
I think we've relaxed a little bit in the right way since we ensured our safety, and I hope that you're seeing us setting the tone for how we're going to be at the start of next season. The way that we played today, I thought some of the football at times was probably of a league higher standard, which is a good sign, but we've still got to do more of it. What happens is the problem is you play so well for 30-35 minutes and then players stop doing what they were doing because it almost becomes a bit easy. So we'll be working a lot on that and just keep doing the right things for the whole game and dominating even more if we can.
You've just come from the sanctuary of the dressing room. What have you said in this, the last game of the campaign, to the lads?
Well done on finishing for a win and a clean sheet. Nice to finish, I think, 15th in the league, 58 points. As I say, that was quite some distance away a few months ago. So it's nice to get to that sort of thing, and I hope everybody's looking forward now to getting back pre-season on 5th of July, the players especially, and then the 7th of August. We want to sign some good players in the summer, and I think there's a grounds for optimism, providing we can get the ones we want and keep the ones we want to.
And what, therefore, Nigel, are your immediate priorities now?
We've sort of had any chats with the players yesterday, all the individual stuff, so we'll be making announcements out about who's staying and going next week. But we get straight on to working on our targets and trying to secure them as soon as we can. We've got to be patient with some of them, we know that. It's not going to happen probably in May. So we've got to be patient, but we're going to chase our number 1 targets as long as we can.
So just for clarity, those players who are out of contract, do they know their futures now?
Yes.
And so we're expecting some news on the whole at some point next week. How are negotiations going with prospective new signings, Nigel?
Early stages, but we're in the hunt, and sometimes you have to rule somebody out for whatever reason. They might have a deal lined up somewhere else, and you just find out about that. But we're happy with our targets, and we're happy that we've got a good chance of signing them.
Can you give us a flavour? Obviously, I won't ask you for names, and you won't give me them even if I did, but a breakdown perhaps of the prospective targets, i.e. are certain players on loan, are other players under contract, are other players coming towards the end of their contracts, that type of thing. If you could give us a rough breakdown.
There's a mix. I don't think there'll be too many loans. We hope not. We might do Jamie Pardington on a loan from Wolves, hopefully on a similar sort of deal. I thought he did very well today after his scary 15 minutes at Salford. He rebounded well today and responded well, kept a clean sheet, came for some stuff. So we're pleased with him today. So he might well be a loan for next season, but generally we want permanent signings. And you know where we want them both penalty areas, defenders and attackers.
And are you counting Stephen Quinn as one of the 8?
No. Yeah, we certainly like Stephen in between 6 and 8 players, so negotiations are ongoing with him.
Is this a process, i.e. recruiting, building a new squad, if you like, in addition to the nucleus you've got here? Is it a process you enjoy?
Yes, I think it's an exciting one. I think for the last 3-4 months we've been identifying players who's out of contract, who we've got a chance of signing, and we've got a good healthy list of players. But as I say, we want to chase our number one targets. They're that for a reason. You know, we've looked at them, we've researched them, and if we can get most of those, brilliant.
It's a crucial few weeks, isn't it? Without wishing to overstate it, because recruitment plays a huge part in any team's season.
It's absolutely vital. As I say, over the years we've put great stock in it, and I think with Gary and Simon and the team that we've got, I think we're in a very good position to assess players. We get a healthy budget at this level, and I hope that's a good thing about finishing the season well. We can say to people, you know, we've won 4 out of 5. Look at the way that we're playing. Come and join us for next season and have a go.
Finally, how do you reflect on the season that has now passed us?
Strange one in lots of ways. We've only had half of 5 months or something like that, so it's been strange in lots of reasons. We sit here with empty stands again, and we're just all used to it. So I can't wait for supporters to be back in. But in terms of our performance, very pleased to finish where we have. Should be more, should be better, but it's first stage, so hopefully that'll be next season.
You know that the Stags faithful are fully behind you and the players heading into next season. What's your message to them as the curtain closes here?
Stay behind us all season, as much as you can. I think there's enough signs to say that this is how we want to play, this is how we want to go about it. See the sorts of players, hopefully, you know, like Stephen Quinn, that we want to bring in. And we're going to try and have an enjoyable and a successful season.
And on a personal note, will you manage to get away at all?
Yeah, on a UK base, so lovely. Yeah, looking forward to getting away with the wife and the dog and having a little bit of time and do some walking and time to reflect as well, and then recharge the batteries, ready for July.
Hope you enjoy that. Thanks for being so accommodating this season.
Pleasure. Thanks for your support.